Sunrise, sunrise, this is Druid 1. Are you receiving me? Over. I repeat, sunrise, this is Druid 1. Do you copy? Over.
Leave it out, will you? They'll make contact when they're good and ready.
Need I remind you, as the communications operator, it's your job to maintain this radio, Beck. Oh, we really need some new equipment for these kind of operations.
Operations? It's a routine training exercise, not the non-Indy landings. Don't be so serious, Ridley.
That's private, Ridley, to you. And any military action should always be taken seriously. The landings were no laughing matter. 32 years ago...
I was there, and the things I saw, and the path it led me on to make the world a better place, blah, 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 blah. You've told me this hundreds and thousands of times before.
Will you shut it, you little...
See? What did I tell you?
About bloody time. Sunrise, sunrise, this is Druid 1. Are you receiving me? Over.
Druid 1. Just because we buy the Salisbury brains.
Shut up! Sunrise, this is Druid 1. Are you receiving me? Over.
Jeez, will you turn it down a bit, will you? Because you're disturbing me, Kip.
Wait a moment. It's not coming from the radio.
Huh?
It's not the radio. Look, the damn thing's unplugged. I told you to fix that.
Sky.
I think that landed.
I'll drive.
No, I'll drive. I know where the edge of the minefields are.
Lord's name, is it?
It's a meteorite. Made a hell of a mess of this landmark, though.
Just a meteorite. It came out of that gap in the sky.
I'm sure it was just a trick of the light. Either way, we need to report it. Come on.
What is that an earthquake?
It's probably just the ground settling. Shifting after the impact, you know. Oh, blimey. This whole place is going to break up.
What the? It looks like a giant worm!
What are you talking about? Don't play silly buggers right now.
There! Look! There it is again!
What is that thing?
We're navigating using a trace that doesn't originate in our universe. I've only got a partial reading to go by, and I'm operating on 2-dimensional coordinates in 3-dimensional space. Oh no, I can't fly any steadier. You settle down!
You're the one piloting this ship, don't forget.
And the Time Lords are the ones who programmed our flight.
Oh, how much more of this are we going to have to endure?
Not much longer, we're almost there. 17th of July, 1976, headed to Salisbury Plain.
Oh, good. Any more of this and I'm going to be sick.
Then you might want to hold on tight. This is going to get worse before it gets better.
Oh my God. Oh.
Corporal, disperse these people. This is a serious military matter, not some country show display. Sergeant? Sergeant!
Yes, sir. Sorry, Brigadier.
Osgood? What are you doing here? Where's Sergeant Benton?
He's on leave, sir. I'm filling in for him on a temporary basis.
Yes, well, it's good to have you back, Sergeant Osgood, even if it's only for a while.
Thank you, sir. We've cordoned off the general area, as you can see, as well as the impact crater. No one's been down into it as per your instructions. If you'll follow me, the casualties are over here. Well, we've set up a medical bay in those tents over there, sir. But I fear it won't do much for these two.
So I see. They look like unfinished statues. Are you sure it's them?
Yeah, Private Ridley and communication operator Beck were stationed not far from here. They must have been... The meteorite came down and then they came to investigate. As you can see, sir, the truck is still just over there.
What the devil could have happened to them? Do you think it's related to the meteorite?
I'd say it's a good guess, sir. But how is a little beyond my knowledge, I'm afraid. Have you managed to get hold of him, sir?
The doctor is a difficult enough chap to find when he's on Earth, let alone off on one of his jaunts. But he assured me that space-time telegraph contraption could be used to contact him if needed.
It sounds like we're in luck, sir.
So it would seem, Sergeant. Come along, at the double.
Blimey, it really does just appear out of thin air.
You're a technical officer of unit, Sergeant Osgood. Gawping does not become your rank.
Sorry, sir.
And remember, anything out of the ordinary could be... Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, Brigadier Alistair Gordon Lethbridge Stewart.
It's good to see you too, Doctor.
And Sergeant Osgood, lovely to see you again. How's the family?
Oh, they're well, thank you, Doctor. My little girl is...
If we might return to the business at hand.
Yes, sorry, Brigadier. I wasn't expecting to see you.
Well, the feeling is rather mutual, Doctor. That is, I was expecting to see you. I sent you a message, but not this you. You've, changed again. And, where is Miss Smith?
Yes, right. Well, I didn't get your message, or, I did, but not the me you sent it to. I'm sort of here on my own business, which I would hazard a guess is probably the same as yours. As for Sarah Jane, she's no doubt still safe and sound with me somewhere. Although that reminds me, I'd like you to meet Traxia. She's another one of my people. Traxia, meet the Brigadier and Sergeant Osgood.
Hello. Oh, I have to say, it's great to meet you after reading all about you.
Yeah, what? What do you mean?
Doctor, the CIA kept tabs on you, and the company you kept during your exile to Earth. Not to mention the whole fiasco with the Omega, which the Brigadier here was a party to, no?
The CIA? In trouble again, are we, Doctor?
Not the ones you're thinking of, Brigadier, but after a fashion, yes.
Well, Doctor, trouble and or proper personage or not, you're here and you're still unit scientific advisor. So, if you wouldn't mind accompanying us, we have some work for you.
Oh, that takes me back. Well, lead the way.
So, which is this, Doctor? 5th or 6th?
Oh, I'm well into my future now, Brigadier. I've lost track, to be honest. Well, but you'll meet those two in the due course of things. Or at least, I think you will. Meeting with my 5th self gets a little bit complicated.
When doesn't it?
That's true. And I think you will meet my 6th self in Greenwich, I want to say. But my memories are a little hazy on that. Could have been a dream for all I know.
Something tells me I'm going to find it difficult to keep up with all of you in the future, Doctor.
I think you said that then. Or you will say it then.
Yes, well, before you start getting all in a muddle, Doctor, could we focus on the task at hand?
Blimey. Made a right mess of this place, didn't it? English Heritage Trust won't be happy, but I think I can sort that out for you. These statues, however, are a new feature. They're not very good, though. Terribly sculpted. Michelangelo would be appalled.
That's because they're not statues, Doctor. They are a territorial and a rack. They're soldiers.
Ex-soldiers.
Doctor!
What? Oh, sorry. That was a bit insensitive, wasn't it? Sorry. Just a bit distracted. I've never seen anything like this before.
So you don't know what's happened to them?
I'm afraid not. Although, assuming that that's a field hospital of sorts you've got set up in that tent over there. Lots of lovely diagnostic equipment in there, I'm hoping.
Well, as much as we can manage in the field.
Then, I'm afraid I'm going to need to do something else rather insensitive. With your permission, Brigadier, I need a sample from these remains.
I understand, Doctor. Just please be careful.
Don't worry, Brigadier. Let's see, if I can just cause a little sonic vibration in this stone, whatever it is, all I'll be taking is this fingernail here.
Oh, Doctor, that's a bit more than just a fingernail.
Yes, sorry about that. Still, this will certainly give us a hand with getting a better reading. Yes, right, well, let's see what we can find.
Doctor, you said you were both here on business. If it's related to what's going on here, I think you'd better put me in the picture.
Little bit busy looking for answers at the moment. Traxia, would you mind filling him in?
Oh, yes, Doctor. Sorry, Osgood and Alistair, was it?
Yes, that's right, Mom.
Oh, Brigadier is fine with me, Miss Traxia.
Known just by rank. Not so dissimilar from what I'm used to with my own higher-ups, then.
Oh, you're military?
In a manner of speaking, our organisation isn't that far from what I've read of UNIT. Officially unofficial, so to speak.
Matter of hand, Brigadier, matter at hand.
Oh, yes, of course. So, Miss, what brings you both here?
At the moment, we're working under orders from our own people.
Not exactly willingly.
And we followed a trace that didn't originate from this universe, which in turn led us here.
So whatever's landed outside isn't just not of this Earth, but another dimension?
Yes. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting either of you to be so readily accepting of that.
Miss, when it comes to anything involving the Doctor, you learn to accept the facts as they are, even if you don't understand them.
Tell that to the Silurians.
As I have told you before, or will tell you, I regret that course of action, Doctor. That's partly why I called you in.
Won't bring back their lives, though, will it?
I have to say, I'm surprised this level of technology is available in this time period.
Well, miss, between the Doctor's past input and the funding the United Nations gives us, UNIT has come on in leaps and bounds in the name of homeworld security.
Yeah, for now.
What was that, Doctor?
Nothing you need to concern yourself with, Brigadier. That's a job for your successors, in more way than one, to deal with. Anyway, Osgood, come and take a look at these samples under this microscope and tell me what you can see.
Well, it looks like ordinary rock to me, Doctor. Well, nothing unusual about it except where it's come from.
Exactly, that's my thoughts as well. But now, take a look at this cross-section under the microscope.
Is that? It is. How is that possible?
I have absolutely no idea, but I'm glad you concur.
When you two have quite finished, perhaps you could enlighten the rest of us?
Yes, I'd like to know too.
It is igneous rock, not the band, the actual stuff.
And for the benefit of those of us who don't know geology?
It's solidified magma, sir.
As in from a volcano.
Exactly. Somehow, these two soldiers were, I suppose, converted, for lack of a better term, into magma.
But if that were the case, then how did they retain their form? Shouldn't they be more liquefied?
Best guess, whatever did it to them was responsible for that too. It left them there.
Like a warning.
Or a trap.
Both good possibilities, I will admit. Plus, I've got a few of my own. Which leads me to the same next step. I need to inspect that crater outside.
Be careful, Doctor.
When am I not?
In my experience, Doctor, quite frequently.
I will be fine. I'm nearly at the bottom anyway. Right. Just keep that rope secured and ready, Osgood, just in case I need to make a quick getaway.
I'm ready, Doctor.
Can you see anything?
Apart from the bloody big hole in the middle of Stonehenge.
Oh, can't you just be serious? We need to find out what's going on in here.
Yes, my thoughts exactly, miss.
I thought you two would be ganging up on me. Give me a moment and I'll tell you what I can find.
Any luck?
Yes.
What did you find, Doctor?
Nothing. Osgood, I'm coming back up.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Now, Brigadier. It's a very interesting nothing, because it shouldn't be there. And neither should this, hopefully.
Soil and more igneous rocks.
Not just soil, but what's in the soil. I detected traces similar to the one that brought us here. And these aren't just igneous rocks. I think these are parts of the meteorite. But look at the shape of them.
They look like they've sort of fit together into like a kind of sphere.
But, hollow.
Yes, exactly. Just like...
An egg?
I was going to say cocoon. It's got a nice ring to it as a word, cocoon. But let's not quibble over semantics. The point is, something came out of it, and I think I know where it went. I just need to do a quick analysis of these soil samples to confirm my theory.
Sergeant Osgood, make sure all soldiers on duty have their guns primed and ready. If there is something out there, I don't want to be caught off guard.
Yes, sir.
Typical military mind. Shoot first, ask questions later.
Reminds me of the Chancellor Guard.
There's no harm in being prepared, Doctor.
All right, if that's how you want to play it. Osgood, as both scientific advisor to UNIT and hereby appointing myself its resident extraterrestrial representative, I would request that in the events of an encounter, no hostile action be taken until I have had the chance to talk to, well, whatever it is first.
Sergeant Osgood,
Sir?
you will see that all soldiers on duty are armed and ready, but they are not to engage without express orders from either myself or the Doctor. And you will alert us at the first sign of trouble. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. I'll see to it now.
You'd better be sure about this, Doctor.
As much as I ever am.
Then we really are in trouble.
Experience makes me share that sentiment, miss.
Brave heart, or hearts, you two. For now, let's investigate these soil samples, and I'll see if I can piece this strange spherical secret back together. Oh, I do love a good jigsaw.
Oh, he never stops, does he?
In all the times and bodies I've known him? No, he doesn't. Are you going to be much longer, Doctor?
Patience is a virtue, Brigadier. She's also a very charming woman, but that's another story.
I hate to agree with Brigadier. We came here to look for this thing. So we should be out looking, not doing science experiments and puzzles.
We are looking. But as someone wise once said, sometimes to look out, you must look in.
Oh, who said that?
I don't know. Whoever wrote the fortune for that box of cookies that came out of. But the point is... that bit... No. There! All back together. Well, almost. There's a couple of pieces missing, but that may be part of the larger puzzle. How are those soil samples looking in the test tube, Traxia?
They've turned a sort of greenish blue.
Perfect. All of the earthiness is gone. Just the remains of... Well, let's see, shall we?
Is that a good or a bad
It's an uncertain. There's definitely bad news, and then there's some good or more bad news depending on how you look at it.
Well, what's the definite bad news?
Well, it's alien, but the traces aren't even remotely familiar to me. Definitely originates outside this universe, which means I've got absolutely no idea what we're dealing with. Which also means I don't know how to combat it, yet.
Oh, wonderful. And the other good or bad news?
The traces are correlating with another reading nearby.
You mean it's still here?
How near?
Doctor, you'd better come quickly.
At a guess, Brigadier, I'd say very. Lead the way, Osgood.
Where is it? Can you see it? Sergeant Osgood, have your men at the ready, and don't fire without my say-so.
Or mine. I'd rather there was no firing at all.
Yes, sir. You mean hold your ground and wait further orders?
What are we looking at?
It looks like a volcanic fissure.
On Salisbury Plain?
Yeah, don't panic, Brigadier. This isn't a natural formation. There's no danger of an eruption. I hope.
Well, that's reassuring, Doctor. Is whatever it is still around or not?
It can't have gone far. And something must have created this. It wasn't here before. Oh, that's a tad warm. It's certainly still here, though, just deep down. Very deep down.
But how? That's molten rock.
I think it is molten rock, Brigadier. Or at least something of a similar makeup. But why here? You could have come up anywhere, like in the original crater or up in the middle of the tent we were just in.
Doctor, where's the TARDIS?
What do you mean? Oh, right. That's why here.
You mean...
It's taken a TARDIS, yes.
Then you're stranded here with us again?
Oh, the TARDIS will be fine, Brigadier. A bit of heat is nothing, even to an obsolete Type 40.
Ain't that the truth? Events on Dulcus can attest to that. But now, there's the worry of where it's gone, and more importantly, how to get it back. Well, that's fortuitous.
A giant pod-like rock rising to the surface, as if to invite us. I would say more an obvious trap.
Yes, that too. Shall we?
Well, it would be rude not to. Time ladies first. You coming, Brigadier?
Well, someone has to keep an eye on you both. Sergeant Osgood, keep guard on things here. I'll be on frequency 4. If you haven't heard from me in the next hour, standard isolation protocols apply.
Yes, sir.
Remember, Brigadier, we're going to talk, not to start a war. Now that is an impressive little craft. Pure volcanic rock, but hollow. And yet, still seems to be under some kind of influence.
At least now we know what the meteor really was too. Look at this place. It's like being inside a shadow. The light almost seems to be on the outside.
It's obsidian. I've never known anything to reflect light like it. Just don't touch the walls. Dangerously sharp.
So we know where this being went, but where is it now?
Yes. I'm rather surprised that they'd go to the effort of taking the TARDIS and then just leave her unguarded like that. You're awfully quiet, Brigadier.
It's just always a new surprise with you, Doctor. I never quite get used to it, but I also don't like being on the back foot.
Yeah, on that we can agree. So come on. Whatever you are, wherever you are, show yourself.
The Time Lord finally arrives.
I would ask which one, as technically there's two of us, but my friend here no doubt prefers Time Lady. So, hello, yes, I'm the Doctor, I'm a Time Lord, that's my TARDIS, and I'd rather like to have it back. And this is a very impressive setup you have here. Weren't we just saying how an impressive setup this
Yes,
was?
very impressive.
Most interesting, yes.
You really must tell me how you do it. Is it just using the natural formations to your advantage, or... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to waffle on. I'm sorry, you have me at something of a disadvantage.
You pretend not to recognize my species, Time Lord. After you slaughtered my entire race, I saw the last spawn of our prime, our queen. I am the sole heir to the Confederacy, ruler of billion worlds. I am the Prince of Shalka.
Nope, never heard of you. And I'd like to think I'd remember something like that, and something like you. You're very unlike anyone or anything I've encountered before.
Then allow me to refresh your memory.
The walls. Amazing. It's like a giant screen, but how?
Probably some kind of mental oscillator. You have timepieces powered by crystals in this era, don't you? Similar principle.
Yes, and I suspect the alien currently known as Prince over there is of a similar makeup. Some kind of molten form able to take shape and shape the rock around you?
What are you? No, it's how are you and how are you?
I am Prime, War Chief of the Shalka Confederacy.
And
Oh, so that's Mummy Dearest, is it? Who's the other fellow, though?
I'm the Doctor.
Oh,
I'm from a highly advanced alien species, entirely different league to you. I only come to this planet for the wine and the total eclipses.
well, that's unexpected.
Another you?
Not one that I recognize.
He's not in the CIA data files of your known faces. So, a future incarnation?
No, I don't think so. Even if that was the case, I'd still recognize him as me. Or at the very least have an inkling, but I got nothing. So I'd hazard a guess that's the me from whatever universe His Majesty over there is from.
You still play coy, Time Lord. These genetic memories are all that is left of my race.
I'm not playing anything. But let's assume for a moment I have no idea what you're talking about. What is it that you allege that I did?
You slaughtered my entire race
Yes, I think we got that bit, but how?
by turning our own screen against us. You destroyed every Shalka across this pitiful planet. And then you subjugated our prime to desolation in a black hole.
So, how did you survive?
Before her demise, the Prime used the last of her will to release many spawn. Many died. But I fell through the black hole, weak, dying, but surviving.
And it dropped you here.
From another universe? Is that possible?
Well, you know as well as I do, Traxia, even by Time Lord standards, black holes are mysterious things. Alright, so you survived, you landed here, and the first thing you did was kill 2 people.
That was survival. I needed life force to heal and take form. Their death was simply a means of survival.
Great minds think alike.
Brigadier, no, put the gun away, there'll be no more death.
I beg to differ. My scream might not be powerful enough yet to take on this world, but it's enough to see you dead for what you did.
Alright, fine. You want me dead, I won't argue. But you let them leave.
Doctor! No!
I'm not going down without a fight either, Doctor.
Yes, you are. Ugh, you don't have any quarrel with them or the rest of this planet. You want revenge, then take it out on the person you deem responsible, not them.
They will be spared. For now.
I'm not leaving you!
Nor am I.
Yes, you are. Both of you. Back up to the surface now. Just please trust me.
Very well, Doctor.
You can't be serious!
I am serious. Just go!
Oh, you better know what you're doing.
I almost always do.
Now Well then, Time Lord, you will experience the full force of the Shalka. Your destruction of our race was swift and effective. Your destruction will be effective, but not as swift.
Doesn't the condemned get any last words?
You cannot talk your way out of this one, Time Lord.
Oh, well, if you're so sure of that, then where's the harm in letting me try?
Nothing you can say will convince me to let you live.
Your entire race is gone.
And you killed them.
No, I didn't. I didn't. Another me did, but that's not the point I'm trying to make. Your race is gone in this universe.
Explain yourself.
That's what I've been trying to do. You didn't just fall through time, you crossed the dimensions. That black hole sucked you out of your universe and spat you back out into this one. There are no Shalka here.
You lie!
What reason would I have to lie?
Even if it were true, all the more reason to kill you before you kill me. One of you rid one universe of us, and now you will do the same here.
Not if you give me a chance to help you.
And why would you help me?
Because you're the last of your kind. I've been there, done that several times now. So I know how it feels. I don't know how your race used to be or what you did. But you know what? I don't care. You're the last of your old universe's race. You could be the first of a new one in this. A better one, a peaceful one. There are planets out there where you could start again. I mean, you seem to thrive in places like this. You could live here, on Earth, in the planet's molten core.
The humans. They would not object.
Apart from a few people, they don't need to know. There's already other races living on this planet. Silurians, Sea Devils live in places humankind can't. Hell, they have Zygons living amongst them, and they don't even know.
I do not know these races. Your words seem sincere.
They are sincere. And for all their conflict, the majority of the human race act on a simple principle. If you leave them alone, they will leave you alone.
I do not forgive what was done, Doctor. But I see now. You are not the same man I thought you were.
Story of my life. So what do you say?
Oh, where is he?
We'll give him 2 more minutes, miss. Then we go back in after him. Sergeant Osgood, are the men ready?
Almost, sir. Although we'll only fit 3 extra people in that transport rock thing.
Well, there's only 1 of them, and there'll be 5 of us. It'll be enough.
But the doctor said...
With all due respect, miss, the doctor isn't here. He's down there, and I'll do whatever is in my power to get him back, regardless of his previous words.
The men are ready, sir.
Very good, Sergeant. All right, men, at the double.
Brigadier! Look! He's alive!
Unless that Shalka thing gained control of the Doctor's TARDIS. Men, surround the TARDIS and prepare to fire upon my command.
I know we don't always see eye to eye, Brigadier, but this is a bit extreme, isn't it?
Oh, you can't be too careful, Doctor. Men, stand down.
Oh, Doctor, are you alright?
Of course I'm alright. I'm always alright. I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. I had to sort out some tenancy agreement details first.
Oh, what does that mean?
Oh, I'll tell you more later. But let's just say I was trying to make sure history from another universe didn't repeat itself here. That's what we came here to do, after all.
But what about the Shalka, Doctor?
Yes. Do we need to be on the lookout for any more in the future?
Oh, I think you'll be safe from any more murderous, molten monsters, Brigadier. Not unless the Pyrovals decide to make a return visit.
Hey, Pyro what?
Oh, don't worry. It's ancient history. Literally. Well, we should be making way. Believe it or not, Brigadier, I have reports to fill out. Me, doing paperwork.
I'm sure you'll find a way to get waylaid, Doctor. You always do. Until next time, then.
Oh, don't worry. If memory serves, you'll be seeing me sooner than you think. Goodbye, Brigadier. Osgood.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Goodbye, Miss Traxia.
Goodbye. I hope we meet again soon, and please, just call me Traxia next time.
Oh, you'll never get Alistair to stick with a first-name basis. Just ask Miss Shaw, or Miss Jones, or Miss Smith. They could tell you.
You know, I don't think I'll ever get used to seeing that.
Come along, Sergeant. This is no time to stand around gawping. We've got our own fair share of work still to do.
Yes, of course, sir.
Oh, what now?
Yes, well, don't be long, Joe. But I'm just going to step outside and see what's going on. Ah, Lethbridge Stewart, my dear chap. How very nice to see you. You know, I've got your message. How can I help?
Well, I'm afraid, Doctor, it's all been taken care of. By, well, you.
Oh, really? Well, it wasn't that little clownish scarecrow fellow, was it? Well, of all the confounded arrogance.
And there. That should keep the Brigadier, well, I was going to say happy, but maybe just informed would be a better way of putting it.
Are you sure the Shalka will live peacefully on Earth?
Well, as long as they keep to themselves. Humanity deals with Silurians and Sea Devils because they don't know they're there. Shalka shouldn't be any different.
Seems a bit of a risk.
True, but sometimes it's one you have to take. The universe is full of races ready to tear worlds apart so they can survive, especially when they're never last. But there's one thing that they often have in common.
And what's that?
They're just scared, lost children wanting to go home. So they deserve a chance to be better.
The Time Lords would never see it that way.
And that is why I want to show you how things really are. Gallifrey's version of events in the universe isn't as clear-cut as they would like to make it seem at times.
As I'm starting to see. So, where to next?
Yes, I think we deserve a holiday. And I know the perfect place to go to.
Eye of Orion by any chance?
Am I really that predictable?
Maybe just a little.